Mmm. Box. Box of goodness. Howdy, folks. Ryan from RNA Music. Rock. I'm a little tired because I stayed up too late playing the new Tomb Raider video game. Anyways, I got a box. Woo! I love boxes because usually there's stuff in boxes. What is it? What could it be? Box! We need to open the box now. Luckily I have a very sharp pick. Boxes! Opening boxes! Oh yeah. So excited! I'm so excited! I'm so excited! What the heck is this? Looks like a shirt. Looks like a hat. All right. See that? See that? Boogiestreet custom guitars. Boom. Boogiestreet. Ooh. That's comfortable. I like that. Aw, snap. Stickers. Yeah. Stickers. Ah. Yeah, Roy. Boogiestreet. Sweet. And a little something extra. Oh my gosh. Eric, you shouldn't have. Oh, dude, it's a long sleeve. Cool. I actually wasn't expecting this one. That's pretty cool. Thanks, Eric. Yeah. I got a box of stuff. You might be wondering, what the heck is this Boogiestreet Guitars thing that I've been talking about? Well, I'm glad you asked. Boogiestreet, well, actually now it's Major Guitars and Boogiestreet Customs. But Boogiestreet Guitars is run by a friend of mine, Eric Mckenna, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Anyway, Eric is a guitar dealer. He sells guitars. He is probably, if you've been following RNA Music, you know that I'm a Washburn dealer and I like Washburns and I own several. And Eric is the premier dealer for their custom shop stuff. So anything that comes out of the Washburn USA custom shop that's cool or awesome is Eric takes care of that stuff. Whether it's limited run Nuno Bettencourt N4s or a lot of the Paul Stanley stuff that's coming out. Eric actually works closely with Paul to design some of his guitars, which is really awesome. Anything else that comes out of the custom shop there, they used to have some really sweet idols. And Eric did all kinds of limited runs. One of the other things that Eric's done is he would do limited runs of specific Washburn designs. And I own some of those. Let's take a look, shall we? Here is, this is my very first Boogiestreet guitar. It's a Washburn WI-66 Pro BSG1. This was the Elite idol. This was kind of back in the era when Nick Catanese of Black Label Society was doing Washburns, and he worked very closely with Eric Mckenna also. They did some custom run, Nick Catanese run type guitars. This is very similar to what Nick used. Flame maple top, 2-inch thick. That's a thick body there. It's fat, yo. Ebony board, EMG 8185s, Tone Pros bridges. I mean, just high-end stuff. Now this was an import run. Boogiestreet Guitars. That's Brutus. Made in Korea. Yeah. Number 12 of 50. So this particular run, this particular guitar I have, there are only 49 others just like it in the world. And that's one of the other things besides doing all the limited custom shop stuff and things like that. Eric would do some really high-end import runs. I mean, like class, well-made, appointed stuff. So that's the first BSG guitar I ever bought back in 2007, I think. Love it, love that guitar. I also have another BSG guitar. This is another limited run. It's another of the Idol body shape. This is the Fallen Idol, number 29 of 50. Note the abalone cross inlays. Seymour Duncan El Diablo pickups. Tone Pros bridges. Binding. Oh, this is a chunky beast too. Also 2 inches thick. It's a Les Paul killer, some would say. Also a limited run. This one is number 29 of 50. There's Brutus. Made in Korea. Again, very high-end, high-spec, ebony fretboard. And yeah, now I didn't buy this one directly from Eric. I bought it from a friend of mine who bought it from Eric originally. And of course I have another. There's another Washburn. That one's just a plain Jane WI-66 Pro. It's not as thick, you can see, as the Boogiestreet ones. Beautiful guitar. I bought this from a guitar center in Tulsa. Then of course I do have a USA Pilsen Idol. This one's pretty thick. This is another, man, 2-inch thick body, fat guitar. It's like a Les Paul on steroids. And I bought that one here in East Texas. So, as you can see, I own a couple of Boogiestreet guitars. And Eric was also a big influence on me. When it came time, I decided to open my own business. He's an entrepreneur, he's a sole proprietor. You know, he's been in this game for about, I don't know, 11, 12 years now. Something like that, maybe longer. Anyways, just started from scratch, started with a love of guitars, buying and selling used guitars, and then made it into becoming a dealer, and then has become the #1 phone. People be calling me. I better get that. Yes, as I was saying, so Eric's been an inspiration to me as a businessman and a business owner, and you know, pursuing your passion. You know, he had a corporate job, you know, like many of us have had, and left that behind to run his own business, and has been very successful. And great guy. I can't say enough about his customer service. If you buy a guitar from him, he will treat you right. And I'm saying this as a guy who owns a music store. I own a music store. I sell Washburn guitars as well. I sell Schecter guitars, which I love as well, and I sell, you know, all kinds of other things, amps, drums, all that sort of stuff. So, but we're not really competitors. I wouldn't really put it that way. It's not even the same thing. Most of the Washburns I deal with are more of the on the more affordable range. You know, the entry-level stuff, the mid-level stuff. Eric pretty much just does all USA custom shop stuff. which is awesome. And yeah, and he's got some cool clothes. He's got an awesome selection of shirts and stuff. So can't say enough about him. Great guy. If you're in the market for a high-end boutique, very limited run type of guitar, something that not just your run-of-the-mill off the shelf, everybody else has got one kind of a thing, you can check him out at Boogiestreet.com. Check out his website. You can see everything he does. He's also an insane photographer. So really high quality pictures of all the guitars they've done and stuff like that. And is a great forum on Boogiestreet.com. There's a great the Boogie board. Great bunch of guys I've met. I've made a lot of good friends on that forum. So check that out. I'd encourage you to join up if you want to. I know everybody kind of is on Facebook these days, so forums sometimes are not as populated as much as they used to be because of social media, the Facebook. I've made some friends through that forum. One of them, one cool thing, Fred Kowalo, who is currently the guitar tech for Megadeth. Also, it's from Pittsburgh, that area, and most of the guitars that come through Boogiestreet that Eric sells have been set up by Fred. I know the guitars that I've bought have, you know, they get inspected, not only leaving the custom shop, leaving Washburn, but once they get to Boogiestreet. Fred Kowalo, long time guitar tech for Zakk Wylde and Nick Catanese, but it also was teched for Shinedown, and then of course Megadeth more recently. Through there I've met Fred and got to know him a little bit, and because of that, you know, Fred's hooked me up with some cool backstage experiences when Megadeth came to Dallas, and took me backstage, man. Fred is awesome. So it's a really great experience. I love Eric. I think he's awesome, and is a huge inspiration to me in what I do. I don't do exactly what he does, but still being in business for yourself and starting your own business is can be a challenge for sure. It's definitely doable, you know, if you work hard and you work smart, and if you have some good mentors that you can go to and ask questions to, and find someone else who's successful, follow them. So Boogiestreet, love it. Love the clothes. Got a bunch of Boogiestreet hats. You've probably seen a lot of my Boogiestreet hats and a lot of the other R&A music videos, and they're all worn out, so I needed a new one. But there you go. If you're looking for a high-end custom shop Washburn, if you're a Nuno Bettencourt fan or a Paul Stanley fan, oh yeah, Eric also worked, he worked with Dimebag Darrell shortly before Dimebag left Washburn and went back to Dean. Of course, he was with Washburn for over 10 years, and they made some fantastic Dimebag Darrell guitars at Washburn. Eric worked with Dime, and he's worked with Scotty and of Anthrax, you know, developing guitars, designing guitars and things, and so really cool. Love the guy. He's awesome, and definitely recommend go check out his website. Man, get you some shirts. These are just cool. So you can go back. You can go back and check out a couple of videos of me playing a few of my Boogiestreet guitars, and they're awesome. I love them. I hear that he's got plans for the Idol this year, maybe to bring it back in a really cool way, which I hope they do, because it's probably my favorite shape guitar that Washburn makes, and he was definitely the champion of that guitar for a long time, and yeah, I hope he brings back some really special ones this year, please. Alright, so that's enough about Boogiestreet guitars. Thank you for watching. Keep the music alive.